Welcome!
Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and the next Saw scenario, which is crossing over with Scream. What if Dewey from Scream was in Saw? Before we get into it, be sure to go to the Omniverse's homepage, where our channel mascot next to me, Omni, will direct you to the Discord and both Google Docs to stay up to date with everything for the Omniverse's future. And also be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick, turn on all notifications so you don't miss any Omniversal updates, share the Omniverse around, and comment future requests and expectations in the comments. With all that said, let's get started. So, this is the first crossover with Scream that I'm doing for the Saw universe. What if Dewey was in Saw? Sheriff Dewey, Deputy Dewey, same difference. Now, I've already done Rick and Shane in Saw. Today, we touch upon Dewey Riley. Now, usually for these crossovers, in particular the ones I did with Rick and Shane, I would go on a loop of saying good and bad and do a little bit of trying to scenario-nize, if that's a word, ways of working them into the story, but with Dewey, it's not that simple. There's only one big thing that I can do and say about Dewey, really here, that shortens it while not shortening it. It's that Rick and Shane are far more stronger, adept, and experienced cops than Dewey. And they're also much, much, much more likely to survive the entire franchise. Because, yes, Dewey survived 5 movies and is rumored to be alive for the 7th. But, yeah, they're just more experienced. But, that does not mean Dewey would not do good. That does not mean that. If Dewey was part of the original cops in the Saw universe, he would do very good, but he would only do as good as his character would allow him, and he would only be as good as the cops there. He would probably be above them in some ways, but for generally 90%, he would be around the same level as all of them. So honestly, he would last till probably not even the middle of the franchise. But for the other part, encountering Jigsaw himself, he would do better, I feel, than most of the cops, if not all of them, in finding out about Jigsaw and getting him. Much more better than people like Detective Tapp, who was one of the main closest to ever really getting him. And that was in the first movie. And also, he wouldn't be joining him. Dewey, unlike Shane, Rick and Dewey would not join him. Absolutely not. But unlike Rick, Dewey, he wouldn't have the courage to fight himself out of cutting limbs or parts of himself off, especially if one of them was the reverse bear trap. But Dewey is a very adept person who is clumsy and not almost always focused on the job, but he is a fighter. Survived 5 movies from things that honestly should have killed him numerous times over. So if we put Dewey Riley in this universe, as much as his character would honestly just be as good as the rest, if not just normal him and not really amount to too much, he would still be a very decent asset for the Saw universe. And since we haven't seen Scream 7 yet, we don't know if Dewey truly is superhuman, or if all we've seen of Dewey Riley is the roots of his potential leading to this little scenario in the Omniverse. So in short, Deputy or Sheriff Dewey, honestly, while not being as strong or courageous or smart as Rick or Shane, he still would be a great add-on to the Saw universe, but he would only do as good as his character and as the other cops in the story. I can definitely see Dewey, whereas Rick or Shane would literally have him cornered by the second movie. I can see Dewey lasting to probably, maybe, the 5th or 6th movie. But that's being extremely nice. Other than that, Dewey would do a great job against traps and finding Jigsaw, but honestly, it could go either way. It all depends on how the story and his character would progress, and until Scream 7 comes out, we know the limits of his potential, and that's what we have as a whole for if Dewey from Scream was in the Saw universe. Hopefully you guys like this next little Saw What If. As for the next one, I don't really think I know yet. It is what if Eric Matthews killed Amanda next, but after that, don't know. But I hope you guys liked this one, and tell me which one's your favorite out of Dewey, Rick, and Shane, even though they're all short analysis. And tell me how you think those people would fare in the Saw universe. Till then, see you guys in the next video, and remember to stay tuned, stay hyped, and check out everything on the homepage, as well as everything around in the Omniverse that it has to offer. Now, see you guys later.
Now get out!
What?
Get out! Everybody get out!